conversation. If you are woke African, if you are awakened African, I'm not calling on Christians or Muslims or any religious person. This is strictly for Africans, okay? So if you start talking about promoting your God or your religion or your faith or your belief, no, I will not allow that. So it stays saying Aden. We're talking about toxic Christian families in Igboland or Africa. He said no answer. Chede, he said you're not answering. So can you can request to join so I can approve it from this. Let's say if you work that way. So toxic Christian families in Igboland. Problem is. Okay. So feel free to join if you want to share. If you want to share with us your thoughts or your experience, especially, we need to hear your experience and also your take, because we need to also solve it. We're not just talking about it. No, we're supposed to be doing something about it, ending those problems in our families in Africa. Those where Christians or Muslims are persecuting us because we don't believe in their religion anymore. Let me bring up this my WhatsApp number. Maybe you can use it to call. The other WhatsApp number. Please don't call me on this line I'm using for this live broadcast. Let me give you the one you will call me. My phone number. If I can type it in. You couldn't buy it. Which one is okay? Okay. WhatsApp number is okay. You say the other one you want is the other one. I said it's I approve the request, but I can't see you answering. That is this phone number. Man, number. So where is that? It's opening something else. Okay, mind. What's up? Okay. Okay. The number is 0901 Still not gonna. I just added a WhatsApp number. Okay, the WhatsApp number on the screen. You can use it to call in case those of you that want to call. You know, since network is behaving like this, if you want to call, you can call. We can hear your voice. So we discuss. I don't, even people sending the invitation, when I approve it, it's not connected. I don't know if it's network. Let me see if I can add somebody like that. Yeah. Unable to add guests. So why is it not working? Network? Maybe. Another one. Okay. Yeah. It's unable to add guests. Amade, when I click on your own, it say unable to add guests. Amade, when I click on your own, it say unable to add guests. Amade, when I click on your own, stop. Oh. Oh. Maybe we leave it for another time. The guests decline the live video. Che, they say you decline. That, I think it's Facebook doing that or network doing that. Say you decline. I know I used to do this before for years though, when I was living in the hillside. Beep, 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 beep. People are supposed to be joining. It showed me the invitation. Then when I approve it, it's not going. When I approve it, it's not going. Say adding, it's not going. Bring them on video. I don't see. Beep, 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 beep. Andre, Fabregas. I added the WhatsApp number there. In case if you want to call on WhatsApp, you can do that. And that Nigerian number too. The WhatsApp number is Nigerian number, not the US number. It's 0901. Oh yeah, this is 20. Oh, Chid. I don't know why this thing is going on. You decline. I'm on more network. And can you see the screen now?
Yes, I can see.
I think this one may help us. Huh?
Okay.
Can you see yourself on the live broadcast?
Yes, I can see myself.
Okay, let's see if this one will work. Okay.
Yes,
I na-ekwu maka arụ Christians na-eme na families n'ala Igbo ma na Africa. So we'll be speaking Igbo and English. Like, yeah.
Okay, I can understand that. can accommodate our people of other race or
in African countries. Yeah.
yes, who mind Okay, first of all, my greetings and salutations from here.
You're welcome.
My name is Mazi Chidebere Ezenwa Opata Oreke 1 Naron Dizok.
Opata?
Opata Oha AK. I have gone back to my roots for over a decade now. Having been able to, rediscover myself after years of indoctrination. So I happen to see that I don't have any business with white man's religion. So I went back to the one that resonates or have something to do with me, like connection, Okay, growing up, I was born in Anglican Church.
Me too.
I was born and raised as an Anglican member. I think like you are Anglican.
Yes.
You were born in Anglican Church, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it wasn't easy, There was a whole lot of things the colonizers did in order to keep us down. So what they did was, in order to sell us a concept that that is not even real. It could be tradition, or it was a concept in order for them to be like African conquest. That was exactly because they used so many three operational systems. The first was slavery. At the time they came like colonial master, but then they know that with time colonizing Africa, there will be a time that maybe that will be over, and then slavery, they know it won't last. So the one they worked for them mainly was religion, spiritual blackmail, control. Because if you look at it now, it's the one that is thriving. But then it have expiring date also, because now people like you, me, and some other people who have regained our consciousness and see what they did. We are speaking out. We are letting our people know that this thing is not for us, that it was meant to control us or to keep us down. That's why they were able to try to do everything possible to change our identity, our surname, the names that that even have more meaning to the one they came with. But they needed to change who we are, our identity, in order for us, to be conquered. And they managed to do that in so many generations. But this time around, it seems that it's working, that everybody now, we are trying to open our people's eyes, our brothers and family. So, but then, I don't know if ignorance is excuse, because our fathers or some of our people's families who are still buying into this idea, but still, deep down, they know that it's not real. But maybe because of spiritual control and fear, they still want to let it not be that they are backing down, because some of them have truly known the truth, but then they cannot just leave because they feel like leaving will set them to, like, people who have said a lot of things about African culture and tradition. So, but then leaving now would be like a shame or something like that. But there's the new generation that is coming who the news, the information we are passing to them now will be of a good help. Maybe in the next 10 years or more, everybody, like, because people are getting tired of religion too. Okay, now, as growing up in Anglican church, a lot of things we were told. That's one of the things that made me start living religion and Christianity was they told us that heaven is in Jerusalem is in heaven. I think you know about that. That even a song.
Jerusalem, our mother.
That yes, they say, "Oh, na Jerusalem, oh, na Jerusalem, oh God, it's simple God, when they saw Galani,
when they saw, man, they mess us up. Of course.
You know the song? You can relate because you are
Anglican, brought up. Yeah.
Yeah, brought up. So I grew up to believe when I was a child that Jerusalem is in heaven. Then, to my greatest surprise, from my own knowledge and information, that I now get to find out that this Jerusalem they told us that is in heaven is actually somewhere in Israel.
Our land.
Yeah. Yeah, this was one of the lies they told us. I started feeling somehow, asking myself, what is this? There's a whole lot that happened in that church, and at some point I was like, no, this is not it. So I need to just leave, and I left. But then I didn't have that much difficulties living because of maybe how fortunate I am from my parents. My mom was their secretary, but I think she sometimes even have some doubts, and sometimes when we talk about Bible, she could even tell you some discrepancies and something that is not there, maybe because maybe the way she was built was there. She's still a member. She died a member of Anglican. Then she was a secretary and all that, but she was not hard. She was not a extremist or something. When I left 2005, the people who fought me more was just the relative, but not just my mom. My dad died a long time ago. He was neither here or there or something. So, but then, even my sisters, my brothers, I happened to be the first son. I was opportune that the nature, gave me, resources at some point. So it wasn't difficult for me, in order to face every other person because my immediate family, understood and accept what I said I am. That I'm no longer interested in Christianity or any religion because it doesn't have anything to do with me. That I have checked, I have read everything. I did not see even Aaron dog. I did not see Igboland or whatever. So I know those ancestors or the people they are talking about, is some white people ancestors, if they even lived or if they were just characters. Okay, let's just say even if they are not characters, they are no longer on earth. So since they are dead, and then why would I be talking about them that I don't even know? So I think it's better for me in order to focus from where I came. So so it was just good for me. At some point, let me now tell you what happened when my mom died in 2015. Religion. Religion is like they made it to be a kind of a hegemony in order to control people. They make you to think certain way. They direct you in whatever the way they want you, even in your finance and your plans. Yeah, it was built to control people. So my mom were not owing them, but then they told me, okay, no, I fixed the barrier. That would suit me when I came back. I was coming back. My mom died in the week as supposed to be coming back, and I bought the tickets. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the burial January. So I'm coming. I came back on the 19th, and she died on that week. Though these people told me that who am I that it never been done that somebody that this person is their member, so that they were the one who's supposed to give for us. Yes. That they were the one who's supposed to fix the date for us, I was like, she was your member. How much did you ask us since she was sick for like 3 years? She suffered a kidney problem. Over 4 or 5 years, we were doing dialysis, 3 times a week and all that. You know how much you pay? 100,000 more every week. Did you ask us that's your member? Did you contribute anything there? Okay,
they were praying for her.
Yes, so they were just giving her false hope and pray and all that. But it was not working. That we, the family, the kids, were the ones who were taking care of her. at some point, I brought her to South Africa for medical, treatment and all that. After some time, it happened that it's her time to go. And then now, I fixed the date. These people say, no, you can't do that. It never happened. I say, no, it's going to happen now. That I don't even care about you guys. Okay, since you're claiming it's your member, okay, look at how much millions that are budgeted for the burial. Are you willing to pay? If you're to pay because it's your member, you want to bury her in your Christian way and all that, then I'm going to accept your date. But if you're not willing to contribute anything for that your member, then you go to take my own date. And if you don't want to take my date, that's your business. If you don't want to come, stay there. That's obvious that I'm going to bury my mom. I have other things to do that, like in a native way. Then my sisters understood my stand. They didn't even have a problem with me. What my younger sister did was a good one. I've not even commended her. She did not argue with me. She told them that, yes, I'm the senior brother, and I have this say because I'm the one who's going to do the brother thing. She went and started talking to another priest from Catholic Church who's going to be there because I'm making arrangements for native traditional, like normal way to the burial. So she was talking to, and then when they noticed that I was serious and I don't even care, but they know me though, they heard about me. The bishop now started calling that they want to talk to me, that I should come for them to settle. I said, no, if you can take my date, it's okay, you can come. And then they eventually agreed to take my on my date because I wasn't going to change it though. So I was trying to tell them that it's not your way, that you guys don't have that hand. You can only do that to the people who don't have the means or who rely or who don't even, know what they want or still believe in those things. So that's, by the way, and then it was good. They came and started like visitors and all that. So the burial, I did the burial and left the 4th of January. So, but then that is Christianity and how they have been trying to control people. But then it's for the people who don't know their way. And then another thing that baffles me, like if you remember what I said sometime last week, you are taking care of your family and doing that. And some people who believe or who was told that it's God that gives money or provides, and in reality and in practical time, they have not seen God doing it. And then the people who are lazy, who stays in the house, go hungry, and they are not able to take care of themselves. Then you now, they know that you work so hard, you think for yourself, you do a whole lot of things, and you provide. So instead of them to give you the credit, they now take the credit, the efforts to some invisible sky, non-existent God, whatever character, that is the one that provides. So I told her, you remember, that you're going to tell my daughter that I'm the one who provides and everything. And if you don't do that, I'm not going to, I will stop. And it was almost exactly like what you were doing. At some point I saw it, I was like, wow, I did. It was just last week that she admitted, and I said, call my daughter, tell her everything, that I'm the one who does that. It took her for some time. He said, my belief. I said, no, your belief, like reality is defeating your belief. I'm the one who does that. What about the ones who were not able to take care of their family, or the ones who impregnate somebody and run away, like who are not, to God do those things, you see them going hungry or trying to take the people to court and all that. So where is those God that they believe that's supposed to provide for them? So since he's not doing it, can't you see that there's people, like this human being who does that? This thing is a kind of evidence defeating your belief. So it's time for you to do away with such. You understand? So at some point you have to, but then she wasn't not even happy. I said, but it's really, you're not happy, but they're accepting what it is. It's okay. So I don't know, our family and our parents made it so difficult because sometimes they believe in the society and thinking like since they have been identified or indoctrinated into believing in that thing that is not there, they call whatever. So it becomes so difficult, they will fight you in order for them to feel relevant in the Christian whatever level and the post that they gave them. That's one of the things that make them imagine what you are going through in your family. In you know, they have to just back down. But then how did they revamp? By wishing you bad, thinking that whatever they say that will happen to you. It doesn't work like that, because like you said, and like everybody know, if it does work, Nigeria as a country will not be experiencing such thing that is happening there. There will be no poverty. Nigeria would have been one of the most beautiful countries, because they are too religious, both ways, Islam or Christianity. But look at how poverty and you know, everything that is going bad there. So and they don't even want to like accept that this reality is defeating or have defeated their belief. You know, somebody created something. You know, like God, like I told them, God is man-made. It was created by the colonizers. You know, just to sell us and for us to believe in something that is not there. And now that we have been believing in that for so many years, we have not seen anything positive on that. Nothing. So is it not time for us and them now to see that, no, this is not working? There's something that happened. I'm not going to mention him. He's my relative. We're looking for him for some time now, and they are too religious. They have done everything possible in the other side. It didn't work. They went normal way by looking for police, like they went to police, and you know, police tried to get the phone, track the phone, but the SIM card was not there. They got the lady who is using the phone, and then the lady said it's the boyfriend that gave the phone. They got the boyfriend, and the boyfriend is in prison. They're trying to, you know how they do, maybe much or whatever, in order to get the information they are looking for. But then now it looks like it's taking time. One of my cousins told me that it's time now for him to do it the other way. What is the other way? He want to go to native doctor, which is not bad, in order to get solution, because they have waited and nothing is happening. So most of the time you see this thing that in reality is defeating you. So why can't you be honest or be open or bold enough or kill the stigma or the spiritual whatever that is being attached there, in order for you to see that reality is the reality. Belief is, is something that, was given to you. It's like information somebody gives to this person, gives to the other person, and the other person sees you. You don't even know what is it or how it came about. Now, somebody now, instead of them to person like us, like me, see what I'm putting, something that has to do with us. Somebody will be wearing something that doesn't even, they don't even know how it came about. Just in order to feel or to, still represent.
Or belong.
Like gatekeepers. Yes, I call them gatekeepers to colonial masters.
Maybe.
So there's yes, a whole lot of things in that matter. But then, my happiness is going to somebody, people like us, it's in our hand now, in our thoughts or I, to tell them, no, we're together. No, it's not happening. We're not going to allow you. Somebody came to me, but then he did not tell me that she fasted and prayed for me, for God to touch me in order to assist her. Do you understand? I get to hear this later, right? That I want to, So now she came and told me what she wanted. Like, business, you want to open shop and all that. I tried. I gave her some money. She went from that money I gave her to go and give tithe or something.
Appreciation.
Just imagine.
Thanksgiving.
Appreciate the person who she fasted and believed that he and she knew that he don't believe.
Yeah.
But she still believes that I'm like a brother or relative to her, that she can still get a help. But through the person that she prayed for them, and then she went and told somebody that if it's just me, that I will not give her the money.
It is God that forced you.
Just imagine. She did something.
Yeah,
the God would not provide for her. The God who had been.
But he can force you to give to her.
For her, in order to even not to come to me, because they don't supposed to need my money. You understand? But that God felt her. But but she didn't realize that God fed, but they cheated. That her prayer and fast caused me to give her the money. And then when I came to hear that, I said, but then why she didn't even tell me that she prayed? Because she told me that she prayed to God to touch my heart. Then she will know, if it's that God that made me to give the money. Okay, now that I know after giving her the money, it's fine. Let her come tomorrow, do fasting double of what she did before in order to come and collect this money.
She will be in need again.
That was the last time. Yes, she will need money again, but then she's not going to be able to get from me unless she utilize the one I gave her.
Or I'll tell you the truth that you are the one providing, not God.
Yeah, but even she cannot do that. You know,
that's why they cannot do that. I know, but that's why you have to use it.
You understand?
Yeah.
So for that reason, she said that what made me give her the money was the prayer or the God or whatever. So whatever, she cannot come and say that it's me that is doing it or the Savior and the provider or the God. So it's practically impossible for her. So what I say is that she will not get 1 cent from me, even if I see her dying. Sorry to say yes, whatever. I'm not going to do because since she have had that kind of colonial mind or I don't even know.
CRK mentality. CRK mentality.
I cannot help her again. Or possible.
I don't have children of God. Their God will help them.
Yes, because they're supposed to be going to their God. Or even better still, even give me from their God. They say they will have because their God is a provider. But in reality, it doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. So please go ahead and say something. I'll come in and more.
Yeah, thank you. So that other people will contribute. But before you go, I want you say something because when you were talking, one of the things I pick up, you said, "My reality defeats your beliefs." You cannot bring beliefs in reality. If you say your faith works or your belief works, then don't go to school, don't go learn any trade, just pray and believe and it happen. God will supply. Then you said something also about when you left Anglican Church. Let me share something because I wanted to ask you what did they do, but you already said that you don't have issue. Do you know when I left Anglican Church, when I became a pastor, the Anglican people went and reported my father to the bishop that, he should be disqualified as a knight in the church, or blah, 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 that his son is a pastor, because I'm the firstborn now. So my father answered them wisely, because my father is a wise man and a great man like that. My father said to them, he said, it's my son, but he's of age. You remember that story in John chapter 9? When they asked the parents of the man Jesus cured, he said, how did he get healed? They told them, go and ask him, he's of age. So these people, they didn't come to me. They went and reported my father. So for you to see how Christianity, because eating into our family, they use the parents to indoctrinate the children. So if your children don't follow that way, they think you failed as a parent. So they come after you, but that's bullshit. So all that, I'm happy that you stood your ground. Listen, if you say that God maybe is the one touching people to bless you, then let me wait for that God to touch me. You cannot force me to send you money. And as you said, if their God exists, they're supposed to be the one giving to us, because they're supposed to be better than us. You get that? But one of the reasons you see some parents and the family members trying to make you be like, as a firstborn, that you must provide, is that parents' entitlement. Like, for the fact those parents give birth to you, you must take care of them, even when they are young, when they are not that old for you to take care of them. But I said, like me, we are 9. I'm not the only child they have. We are 9. So if taking care of our parents is supposed to be all of us contributing. And the way we should do it is if our parents establish all of us, because they get back to all of us. They're supposed to make sure all of us are living well, so that when they get older, we also, out of the proceed we make from what they establish us, we help them. But today, you see parents, they don't care about what you are doing. Oh, you are in a... One time, my father said that myself and my younger brother, maybe we're in Lagos, we are not in abroad. Why? Because they're expecting us to be sending money. They don't care. How are you living there? You know, what is going on? Are you okay? All they want, they call, they say, I want to, yeah, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. You know, then they bring the problem. This happened. Before any person die, my father want to go there. He will want me to send money for burial. I say, I'm not sending money for any burial. I'm not. Okay, so, and his own burial is a Christian burial, and I will never attend any Christian burial. It doesn't matter how people react about it. They say, oh, you deny your father in life and death, and so what? Are you my father? He's the one I deny. Let him handle his case. So, but you see, people not minding their business because of their belief, because of the sentiments they have, they think everybody must bow to it. No, I refuse to be controlled by anyone. Even if you are the one that established me, but you want to control me as slave, I say no. And I will never control anybody. I will never do that. It doesn't matter who that person is. So thank you, Chedi. Let us see if another people will come up. So please stay, because you are the one that started all this. So you must finish it. We still have a lot to talk. We still have a lot to talk because all that God, children of Abraham, like I said, that how can you be a Christian claiming to be Mwada Igbo? You know Mwada Igbo. You know Mwada Abraham. Mwada Gabi Israel. Imam Ben Ali Igbo claim Mwada. I will take you people to.
You have a lousy system.
Listen, I will take them to shrine where they will swear for us to begin the case. They will run away. I always. Na root na uchu anushi uchu ahụ isi uchu ebe aka no we unite here together. So anyone that have case with me in Umuchu, the only court, the main court major report to the person apart from police or Yabo, Arishuchu, because I know we are like to castigate it. But that's our mother, that's our union. Okay, so Uchu yeah, you know, Uchu River and Dimo River, like the parallel like that. So, you see, yeah, because I need level before they just come and divided us with Anambra and Imo. We didn't have that before. I need level mostly about the Komaro. Ondaro, Aro, or you know, all of us came from Aro Chuku. You know, that's why if you look at our culture and the tradition, you know, it's similar. So, but those things, even Igbo Bodo Christian don't have power over me. You know, all of them do that now. All of them do that. All of them. Our mask.
I caution them. No, I don't do that. See, I don't want anything to do. I say, but then you're losing. Are you losing your power? So what are you still doing?
Yeah, I spoke with one guy, this one in Jerolo. So I stopped. I was driving. I stopped and come down. We were exchanging greetings. He said, oh, no, they will come, you know, that's confusion. You gotta choose one. Okay? Enough of all this confusion. He's telling me our masquerades are Christians. People that are putting masquerade on in our villages are Christians and mostly Catholics. So all those things is confusion in our land, and we must put an end to it. So thank you once again. Let's see if other people will call on WhatsApp. I don't know if Facebook will start working. One.
Okay.
God.
Yeah, I'm
here. Okay. I will do that. Tochuku, let me see. I added Tochuku. Let me see if it will work. Will it work? I don't think so. It work, it no work. Okay. You say Adam. I think it's network. So wherever you are, there is a WhatsApp number on there you can call. You can call on that WhatsApp number that I put there so that we can hear from you. The number again is 0901 504 0969. You can call on that. Yes, this person requesting again, but it's not allowing. Facebook, come on. Unable to join, unable. I approve your request, but it's like, please pin the WhatsApp number. The WhatsApp number is on the comment section. Comment section. That's where you see the WhatsApp number to call. That's 0901 504 0969. Okay, so you want to join. If Facebook is not working, you can call on WhatsApp on that Nigerian number. This is the phone I use in Nigeria, so the WhatsApp is here. I'm not using my American line for the WhatsApp call on this show. So, as we are saying, toxic Christian families in Igboland and in Africa, where they taught us to believe in God of Israel and Jesus Christ of Nazareth, instead of knowing ourselves, knowing our ancestors. Majority of us don't know even our great-grandfathers. All we know is our grandparents, parents, and us. But we don't know ourselves. When we say we don't know ourselves, we don't know our ancestors. Who we were is us. There's no ancestor in any spiritual world doing anything for us. You don't supposed to be pouring libation to any ancestor. You're not supposed to be calling them, praying to them for anything. You're not supposed to ask them anything because you are the ancestors you're talking about. Use your brain. Engage your brain. Dare to know what you're supposed to know and do. Without knowledge, you cannot do anything. Without knowledge, you cannot do anything. Knowledge is supreme. Knowledge, you cannot know and be enslaved. It's when you don't. That's why the slave master don't want you to know, because they know when you gain knowledge, you'll be unfit to be a slave. So that's how they divided our family and they planted hatred in our family. So you see Christians now hating their brethren, their African brethren, for their God of Israel and Jesus Christ of Nazareth. They have CRK mentality. When I was preparing for this, I said CRK mentality. They went to school, so they have that Christian religion knowledge mentality. Even our Dibias, our kings, those people we say that are the custodians of our tradition, they have Christian knowledge mentality. That's what they have, Christian religion knowledge mentality. They have it in them. How about church buildings and the church activities in our land? Our people, some of them, don't have nice building in their compound. They contributed money in building cathedral in their village. They contributed money in furnishing it, making sure the Reverend Father and all his friends are living well. But in their own family, these people barely feed themselves. These people, they don't live in a conducive place. The buildings. Why is church building the biggest building in our land? Why? In our villages, you won't see factories. You see churches everywhere. And how about church activities? We don't have common activities. Even the family activities we're supposed to be using to feed ourselves, like farming and taking care of ourselves, we don't do that anymore. All of us want to travel and go make it. That's how we scattered. So those things, church activities, and their sermon, because it is those sermons they hear in the church that cements them more, make them coming against you. They preach to them that if any does not believe in Jesus Christ or does not love Jesus Christ, that person is an infidel. That person is an unbeliever. That person is demon. That person is devil that must be cast away. Don't have anything to do with them. The sermon, power of sermon, When you see your blood relations misbehaving because you are no longer a Christian, they say you are worshiping idol, you are evil. It's because of the sermon they hear in the church, sermon they hear from their pastors every Sunday, every midweek service, or anywhere they gather, house fellowship. They are teaching them how to rise up against their loved ones, for they want to win souls. So if you don't believe, that means you are a lost soul. But the fact is this, there is no soul in you. There's no soul in me. It doesn't exist. What you have is brain and other natural organs, and they are powerful. You must learn their functions and use them. They make us wasting our money in paying tithes and offerings and all that. You know, so these people will collect money from you and still use it to go pay tithes and offering. Imagine. If God provide money for them, let them pay tithes and offering from it. But think about that. If this God is all powerful, why do they need our money? Why did they need money at all? They were not born with money. Or let me use their term. They were not created with any money. So why can they not exist without money? They're supposed to exist without money and without asking people to bring. It's when it comes to money, you are no longer unbeliever. Because they tell them that the wealth of the sinners, you know, will be left for the saints or for the righteous. So the sinners labored finish. The righteous will come and steal it. The righteous will come and take it. That's what they are thieves and robbers. Remember, Jesus said in John chapter 10, he said, all who came before him were what? Thieves and robbers. That's anytime I say ministers of God are thieves and robbers, I'm quoting Jesus actually. Jesus said, everyone who came before him from Adam to Jesus, he said, all of them are thieves and robbers. No, this person is calling a court. Let me call him back and see who. Oh, that's Fabrice, right? Si make uno kukisi mege no ne abo gene kam. Si make uno kukisi mege no ne abo mi yenye. Osisi noro da yeti bunam. Atara mose bu nwanne n'obi ọtacha nke ya ebukpọ ma anya. Atara mose bu nwanne n'obi ọtacha nke ebukpọ ma anya. Hello, my brother. Fabragas, how do you say your name? You block your video again. I saw your video, but you block it. What happened?
I was asking by text if it's okay that I do audio, just, you know.
No, video would be better though. If you can do video, but you don't have data. Eh?
It's complicated, bro.
Okay, talk. Let them hear you.
I'm sorry. Okay,
no problem. Talk.
Everybody.
They can see your name that you are the one talking. So what do you want? What do you want to share?
Well, so it's pretty interesting, the whole experience. You know, coming from a Christian family from Cameroon.
Oh, you're from Cameroon. Okay, welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. So, you know, it's a big problem. What we're discussing here is very serious because it's messing up a lot of families. A lot of families. This is really, really serious. So my journey is a pretty interesting one. So I grew up in a family with, you know, everybody being religious. You know, the father, mother, my brother, you know, becoming a pastor and all of that stuff. So I never questioned, because I never had room to question anything. So you are born into a system. Jesus is the Lord. Jesus is this. Jesus everywhere. Sunday school. Everything. It's just like as soon as you come to the world, it starts bombarding your brain, So eventually especially as I became an adult, I went to college, to university. I was always the kid that was asking questions. I was always kind of like on the margins. I was never mainstream. I was always wondering, why are we doing this way? And so I went to university to pursue a psychology degree, an advanced degree. And as I'm in learning, I start to realize that we have been. When I realized that Jesus, the letter J, is not even 500 years old. When I realized that the first slave ship that came to the coast of Africa was called Jesus of Blue Legs, I was like, what? And so many of our brothers and sisters are still, you present them that hardcore information, they are still going to stay in the lie. And now I became fascinated. What is happening with the human mind that when it is presented with truth, especially when it comes to religion, they are in denial. I was like, you know what? I'm going to start to now really challenge this. And one day I asked my biological father, because I cut ties with them. I asked my biological father, when you guys say in the name of Jesus, or in Jesus' name, do we even think about it? It's become almost like an automatic phrase. It's when somebody says, how are you? Oh, I'm good. It's that. I realize it's automated. Do we really think about this stuff? And I started asking, what does it even mean in the name of somebody who we don't even know? We're talking to a dead person that we don't even know. And I move on to tell them, we say this book is the word of God. So all the word of a God is in this book, in these pages. It's not outside of it. That's when they started to come against me. My own biological father is like, okay, he said, I will become his enemy.
Your own father.
He was in my living room. Yes. He's looking at me saying, you will become my enemy. That's when I knew something was wrong with this whole thing.
It's
That's
evil.
when I knew I pushed the right button.
It's evil system.
Yes. You will not believe the things that were said. I came here so that And so, to me, are you wishing these things to me? I thought we were family. And that's when he tells me Jesus is more important. Whoa. Bro, I'm telling you, he tells me that thing is more important. And he said it is more important because it's Jesus who gives me family. It's Jesus who gives me X, Y, and Z. That's why it's more important.
Jesus gave you family.
Yes. I'm telling you, bro. I said I could not believe that. But anyways, that's when I actually started my deconversion journey. It was the most beautiful journey, man. Sometimes I'm like, you guys, when we go wake up these folks that are sleeping, brain dead, they don't know that we're trying to show them the way. They think, no, Jesus is the only way. You guys are lost. They have no idea what it means to be lost. Because they don't even know that they're lost.
They are the lost ones.
They're the lost ones. They don't even know what freedom is. When a black person is in front of other cultures and says, my name is George, Patrick, John, and I'm a Christian. It is. Yeah, bro. You call yourself a Christian? Who are you? What do you bring to the table of this world of civilizations? Who are you? You call yourself a Christian? Do you not see that you are insulting yourself?
Super.
So anyways, that brought about some serious fights, man. Serious fight. That's when I knew I have come here as one of the few that were chosen to come and break this curse. That's when I knew that I came into this faith. This is not my family.
No.
I'm telling the people who are listening, family is not flesh and blood.
It's more than that.
Family is, yes. People think, oh, it's your mother, it's your dad. You gotta do this. You guys. That's why I'm saying that they're very low intellectually, because they cannot comprehend anything beyond flesh and blood. They think it limits. So your family calls you all kinds of names. They wish you all kinds of evil. You still have to stick together because it's family. What does it mean to be family? Yes. What does that even mean? Family is the people who stick with you when you are down. It's been 3 years now. I have not talked to these folks. I would have never imagined. Because they told me that, I can't make it without them. Bad things will happen to me. All these things will befall me. Zero. I said, you guys, you know what? I'm on the side of truth. If what I'm saying is the truth, I'm going to move forward with it. And I know I'm in the truth. So I was like, I'm not even worried about all of your threats. I'm not worried about all of it. I'm telling you, man, and now they started to smear my name. To go and say all this stuff about me. I was like, wow. Wow.
That's exactly what they did to me. That's what my family.
And that's when you realize that religion is pure evil.
Evil, anti-nature.
Evil. Think about their God. A blood-hungry maniac. And we had to worship him. We had to go on our knees and worship that thing. Bro, when I woke up, I realized that God is so little. I looked at it. I was like, you are the one I worshipped? Really?
Really? It's ridiculous.
Who am I?
Yeah.
Because if you said, his name is above every name, why do you compare? If it's true, why do you have to threaten people with an eternal fire? And we worship that thing? If hell was real, I would happily go to hell.
Yes.
Because I would go with my free conscience. I would not fail my conscience for what? Because if you worship that thing, I call it a thing because it's nothing. If you worship something because you fear burning in hell, you are corruptible. Because the truth at that point has become something you could trade for safety. Yes. You are not worthy of the truth. You are a weak person. And this is why the continent is where it is today. You go to Africa, churches everywhere. I went back to Cameroon for a vacation. Bro, the white Jesus pictures. I'm looking. It's like I woke up to a new world.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. And I'm trying to whip these folks. Man, it's like you want to shake them with your hands. Do you not see? It's right there. They cannot see it. Oh, you've abandoned. One guy told me. He said he came to comment on my post. Now that you live in the USA, you have abandoned Jesus. I'm like, you are so. You see, they have that mentality where how they used to pray. Oh God, if I go, if you bless me, I will not forget you, and all that stuff. If you give me a visa, I will not forget you.
Yeah.
So in his little brain, he's trying to tell me, oh, you're not in the US, so you abandoned it. I said, I am closer to my roots than you are, who lives on the mainland. You have no idea what I know. Bro, I could go on and on, man. This thing is crazy.
It's evil. It's evil. Christianity is evil.
It's pure. This way, I can't even repeat what they wish to. I cannot repeat it here.
It's unimaginable what they wish you.
Oh, yes.
And their prayers and all that.
Bro, they have prayed for evil things to happen to me. Let me tell you, these are the folks I grew up with.
You suffered with them. You suffered with them.
I said, you're going to call a foreign god to come strike me? I said, you guys are the one who are already cursed. You were trying to tell me you are the men of God. You know the light. When I have awakened, I realized that you guys are the ones who need my guidance. You guys are the ones who need my light because you guys are in darkness.
They're not even in darkness. They are just because darkness is a nice thing. They are in bondage. Exactly. They are in bondage.
I agree.
They're in bondage.
Darkness is a nice thing. They are in bondage and they don't even know it. Bro. So now I realize these were not my family. I was born and it was a big illusion. Because the day that I looked at the truth and said, I want to follow this truth, they all turned against me.
You become their enemy.
Bro, yes, the whole community, they went to smear my name. People sent me inbox. Why do you disrespect your parents? They taught you this way. I said, no,
imagine that. Imagine that. You stand with the truth. They say you disrespecting your parents. You abandon your parents. What?
Wow. I was like, they don't even. I'm trying to this because I respect them. But I'm telling them the truth. Because I know.
That's how much you care for them. You want them to be free.
I've seen them praying for God to open doors for X, Y, and Z. For God to save such and such from illness. God has not done nothing.
They cannot do nothing. Yeah.
You're still waiting on Him. You Imaginary being.
It is a pity. It's a pity.
Man, and they turn against me. And they turn against me.
They take it too personal,
Nothing of that
man.
has happened to me.
Then,
Like
because do you see what they do? Like, if you tell them the truth, they say you're forcing your belief on them.
I saw that comment, bro. I saw that comment. I saw that guy. I almost commented, but you made a video on this. You left a belief system. See, their brain is not even working properly because you are the one who left the belief. They are the ones who are holding a belief. How can he say that you are forcing a belief when you are not in a belief?
I don't have one. They are the one that believe. They say I'm forcing my own. Yeah.
Bro, he's not. There's a few of them. Just keep moving. There's a few following you. So you see that. Follow her. So you see that they're the ones in the. Just go. I'll bring the. They're in the belief. He's saying that you're forcing beliefs on people when he's the one who is in a belief system. And he keeps sending money to people who believe that God is the one who heals. But when is he going to heal? You know? We have to be really messed up mentally to continue to hold on to something that is clearly not true, that is clearly not working.
It is their world.
So, yes, bro, I'm telling you. So that's when I started to question these things, and I realized the whole story behind it, the manipulation, the lie, all of that stuff. I was like, now when I look at pastors, men of God, I'm like, I wish one could. I want to see them one-on-one. They're all running. When I make my posts, none
they
of them
cannot come speak with you. They tell their members not to listen to you. Avoid.
Oh yeah. I'll get the drink. So they cannot, bro. Now I see pastors for the little people that they are. I used to see them as, the men of God. He's gonna lay hands. Oh, we have a special guest today on Sunday. We have a man of God coming from X, Y, and Z. He has a special word from God. Now I look at them, it's comedy.
They are criminals. They are criminals.
They're criminals. I am so above them. I'm like, wow, man. I was bigger than this thing. But I was worshiping a God who says, if you don't worship me, I'm mad at you. I'll burn you forever. Man, if hell was real, I would happily go there with my conscience. Yeah, I'm not afraid of hell, man. Or anything. And I know it's not real. But you try to tell these people, how do you even make sense of something like that? It makes no sense. They still want to hold on to it.
I like you came up with that. That's powerful. They never think about the name of Jesus. They just say it. But they never think, what has this name done? Can it do anything for me? No. It has not changed anything. Oh, man.
Not anything. There's no power in that name. When I say that to people, they freak out.
Ah. Wait, Fabregas, do you know somebody that is a lesbian, that's a bisexual, who believes in Jesus, was upset at me that I say fuck Jesus? Because she said to me, oh, you have to respect my Jesus. I said, fuck Jesus. I don't waste time. She was shocked. She realized, she looked at, there's nothing. Number one, she can't beat me. She can do anything. This thing happened yesterday. It happened yesterday. Anywhere I am, you mention Jesus. I say, fuck Jesus. You mention God, fuck God. And you know what? In America, when you say that, it's deep. They will think, oh, thunder will strike this guy. This thing will happen to expose me.
I don't get it. I'm telling you, man. They get angry because they've never heard that kind of a challenge before.
We are just starting. They say, oh, don't go public. Don't do we just starting. No.
Man, it's only the beginning. There's a movement that is happening. You are from Nigeria.
Of course.
I'm from Cameroon.
No, do you know that Cameroon and the people they made Nigeria, all of us, we are one before? They came and divided us.
That's what, exactly. These are just like lies. That's why I hear you speak. I'm like, this is my brother. We speak the same language.
The same thing we were before. France and the Britain come and boom.
Right, to draw a line there and say, now you guys live here and so on.
Yeah.
That's BS. That was part of the game.
Of course. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer.
Oh, yeah. So, my brother, I'm telling you, when you look at...
We are waking up. Ancient Africans are waking up. Ancient Africans are waking up.
Oh, yes. We have come back. Those who will stay, bro. And I'm going to say this. If you have listeners who are still believing in that thing and who want to remain, right? Let me turn it down, please. And they still want to remain. The time will come, bro. They will beg to return. They will, because this is what they do. I heard a brother from Ivory Coast. He said, well, they came here with their gods that defeated our gods. Why should I worship a losing God? And so I said, hey, he's a famous pastor. I said, man, you are really, really, really messed up. I can't. There's nothing I can do for you. But what I learned from this person is he's gonna go with the winning side. These folks are unreliable.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Yes, exactly. That's how they're thinking. They don't have that pride of who am I? If you
no, they don't.
Fight, I'm gonna fix my home and try again.
Try again until I succeed. That's how it's supposed to be.
This is such a weak man. I'm telling you, any man who worships Jesus is a weak man. It is a trick. Why would you go worship another man? Why would somebody go put up and they cry? You see a big man, he drives his whole family to a church. He gets on his knees and he's crying this thing. I'm like, wake up, man. Why would you worship a picture? Why would you worship a Jesus that never existed?
It's ridiculous, man.
It is ridiculous.
All right, Fabrice, thank you. I think Chidi want to come back again, so please stay in touch. So if there's anything, you can come back again to share with us.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, bro. Enjoy.
Thank you, bro.
So, Chidi, you can call. So... let me see if Facebook is still working. Man, this. Let me see if I send you invite. Chid, is it working now? Please now. Please work. I'm praying to Facebook. Please work. Let people join. Let people join the live broadcast. So. Okay, what's up again? What's up? What's up is helping us. Facebook is not failing us. Facebook is failing us.
Make it so easy now. It was difficult, getting on before, but at least we have resorted to this one.
Okay. So Chid is back.
Yes. Greetings once more again. Yes, to the woke nation. I'm happy. Our brother from Cameroon, this thing, the spirit, have possessed most of the young generation, and that is in our time, to undo this, to rediscover ourselves. In order, we are doing it. I'm happy. It's not just centered only in Igboland or some of us I think it's the whole of Africa.
Africa, everywhere black people are.
Yeah, on the black race, because religion itself was, centered in order to change who we are in general, like who we are, not, only Igbo. And then they have not done us anything. It was something people, maybe they just try to show you something, that this is like this, as tall as this pencil. And they did something like this in order to make you think that they have done something good, but they have destroyed almost everything, in you.
The great things, they destroy the great things and give you good things.
Yes, and then somebody who, because you see, they gave you, what's it called?
Civilization.
School.
Civilization, yeah.
Western education is one of the worst form of education.
Indoctrination. They mess our brain up with it.
It messes our brain up in order to be dependent on them. They don't want us to use our brain in order to think and be dependent on ourselves, to even build or work for ourselves. So they give you a kind of certain form of education in order to rely on them. Okay, now you go to school for a certain year and be given a paper called birth certificate by them, you know, in order to live. So you've been caged.
Without it, you can't walk. Without it, you are nobody.
Yeah, without it, you are nobody. You understand? That without that paper and without them telling you, yeah, this is your qualification, you are nobody. But look at Igbo people. We still have that, you know, our cultural value system somehow. That even somebody who don't know how to write or speak or do everything can still apply their mind in order to become somebody and even employ those people who have even acquired Christian education or something. Or you understand? So you see that this thing that is not even working because our system has produced more billionaires or more successful people than even the one you think there is something that is good that you are trying to give them credit, or now telling me that they gave you something, Jesus. What they told you is a fallacy, fiction, myth, you know, allegory, something that is not their illusion, that, you know, there's no practical evidence to those things, you know, they gave you, but then gave you a false hope in order that you have to suffer here on earth. You look at them, these people are living a good life here on earth, this is their earth, and then they sold a false one, asked you to have patience. These are the things they used for their slave slavery during that time. You know, when you read the Virginia Slave Act, you know, in America, they make you to suffer and tell you, don't worry, all the suffering is only here, that there's a place that you're going to enjoy. There will be no suffering and subjugation or something, because they now tell you that a lot of money is all and all that. So does that take you away from the reality and make you send you a false hope? Imagine people who, you know, did those things to our fathers. Do you now think, and do you know, they don't even want to share this night that everybody show off with us? Then do you now think that if there's anything called heaven and that beautiful as they have painted it, the illusion that they will give you for free? I live in South Africa. These people who even came to Africa to steal or take everything, like make their life better, because it was hunger that chased them, and then they now see that they can even these people like they can, you know, they can, you know, control them by a certain way or another. It works for them for so many years. They build, if you see where they live and where they build for black people, you'll be like, these people are not too good.
Of course. Inequality.
There's no equality. These people hated us because they don't even want to share that even our resources that is ours. They don't want to share it with us. So now if you happen to acquire some level of maybe resources or whatever, and then you want to come and live in their own neighborhood, they don't feel happy. Before I bought my house here, they did not want a black person to buy it. You know what? They have their own group or whatever. They will first to tell you that if you want to sell your house, you will first have to share it among, you know, give the information among us. Let's get somebody, a person of our color, in order to buy it so that they don't mix. You understand? This is, I'm talking about Africa. So now, if they're not able to find a person to buy it, now they will not give that person maybe 6 months for them to get their own people to get the house. So that's how this guy stayed. The house stayed for 6 months, but not in public.
That's systematic racism.
Yes, I want you to understand what these people do. The white person I bought the house told me somehow. I was like, but then this house, people have not been living it for some time. He don't know when he opened up. I was like, wow.
It happens in America
too. They
too.
made him to wait for 6 months. I was like, wow, because they started stealing something, like people come, I don't know, like the gardeners, because they know nobody stays there. They can take maybe the pool mention or whatever. So then the man have to replace those things, and he was angry. That's how he started telling me about those things. I was like, wow. So this is people what, and you don't know. Okay, now these are the people who now he's telling you heaven, but they don't want to share the one that is real, right here on earth.
You are less human being.
Okay. Yeah. And the moment I discovered that, you know, I became free and rejected heaven and earth after death, you know, I became so free that I know that there's nothing troubles me. I don't have to be fear about, you know, about dying, death, or going to hell, or, you know, heaven. And because I needed to have my own, the real heaven right here on earth. That is the one that is the only one. You know, because if you're suffering, then what is that not hell? Like, you know, somebody who cannot afford, you know, like a good life or normal, you know, maybe 3 square meal and all that. And then these people now, we now want to talk down on our ancestors, our forefathers, that is us now, saying that they did that and they did not do anything. Rather, they did something that is still benefiting the people who are following the white man's religion. You know, they are still, benefit from the land they acquired, our forefathers, the food we eat, the language we speak, the herbs, every of these things were discovered by them. It's called evil. And then I would sometimes ask them, what have you achieved?
In the name of Jesus. They achieved confusion. They achieved confusion.
Yeah, our fathers,
division.
Our forefathers did that. Please, since the introduction and invasion or this invasion has invaded us and introduced or wants us, you know, to live our way of life. And now, just tell me in practical terms, what have you discovered with the Jesus and the brother?
They discovered poverty. They discovered poverty. Every spirit of poverty, die.
You mentioned about church and how beautiful they did. That's to tell you how wicked these people are. I have told the bishop, that bishop don't like me in my village. That bishop is, you know, he's a popular bishop. I don't know if he knows me. We're in WhatsApp group in the village, but this time he sees my post, I have to talk to him because I've told him that you think that people respect you and call you bishop because of you are wearing slave master's name. That doesn't even, that when they chase you there, then you will see that they don't even value you as a human being. That only because of that colonial mentality and slavery, servitude mind, they have to now respect what they said you have attained, being a bishop. That I might even be the best person that you even need. Because I'm being real and truthful. That if I call you as a social person tomorrow, I'm doing that because I know I'm taking you as a human being. But tomorrow, if you get out from that post, do you think that those people might do the all this referencing and whatever they are doing to you? So that you think that you are trying to protect. But I don't blame you though, because if you don't do this, then you're going to go hungry. But then I know through like you are not a nice man. You are me. You let our old women in the village who cannot be able to feed.
They humiliate them. They harass them.
Yeah, to sell them lies that if they don't pay tithe and offering, that they will go to hell. That bishop, yes, I told him, you are not a nice man. You are a bad man. That look at Rome and other countries, how their old people have they been taken care of. Their government have failed us. You that you are saying that you have interest of our community is still collecting small money from these women who goes to farm to struggle to go and sell their products. You know, they walk like 50 kilometers, okay, maybe 20 kilometers or 15 kilometers from our village, carrying those things on their head, coming back to go and give you money because you have told them, you have blackmailed them that if they don't give your God money, who is always in need of money, who lack money, that they will go to hell. I asked him, where is that? That is the highest wickedness, that anybody can do to anybody. Because if you love them, you will be contributing money or asking government or whatever to be paying them money every month, and ask them that God does not need their money. In fact, you are not supposed to be taking care of them. The government should, but since you have not even been able to, be real or tell them the truth, you should be able to give them money and let them live like every other person. In Nigeria, people think, those things they pray for. Sometimes when light come, they will be happy. Somebody will say he prayed or he had vision that light, they will bring light. That's how low they are. They will pray for something that any other government outside or South Africa here
provides.
How provide for their people. You're praying for such thing to God that does not do it, and you see that he's not doing it. then once you manage to get out from that country, you will say it's your God that did it. Are you okay? Where is that your God that will make you to go and be doing care job in or doing some, job that is not supposed to be done? It's not befitting. Outside the country. Where is that your God? If it's the same God, why are you now has to go
outside your village
country and then say and start giving a pastor who said he prayed for you to get that visa? Are you reasoning well? That's like your God is not real. That's why your country is like that. So you don't tell me it's God that pastor will call you that is not I prayed for you before you get the visa. Those people that you got their visa, are they doing the same thing in Nigeria? Do they come? So your God is not real. It doesn't work. I have tried to tell them, but they could see. There's a whole lot of things that have, have proven that this thing is not working. And then I'm happy our people is getting to know and understand this. So
if we're not talking about it, our people will not know, or they will continue pretending like, okay, that's the right way, but it's not. They have normalized all this stupidity that, most of our people, especially those who are living in abroad, they still living in that fear, something will happen. Okay, like my younger brother living in Spain, he even believed that my younger sister can curse me because she's in Rwanda.
And then finally, before I leave you see this information, this awareness. We have to do it. Time is outnumbered. The awareness we have that have done better, they are better and in the best position and living abroad. We got to be doing it till everybody understands it and see that there's no way again. It's not to embrace the truth and the reality, the factual truth, like you always, I'm quoting you now. And then imagine when somebody will be like, you're doing what you're doing is not right and whatever. How do you know? Because you're not in the best position. Me and you and some of us are in the best position to tell you, because we were once a Christian. We did not only do it because we were born into Christianity. We was once devoted. We did it till at some point we learned that this thing is not working. And then now we went back to the one that has something to do with us. Because if you must believe, or if there's anything that you want to practice, you got to be the one that that is sure. So now we're in the best position to tell anybody what is happening and the right way, because we've tested the boat. You cannot be that side and be telling me that what I'm doing is not good. I was once like you. I was once a devoted Christian. They lied to me. I believed them. They made me to believe that praying and fasting would get me some things. And then what he got me was ulcer. Do you understand? And so many people is dying out of it. Other people are praying. Other people are studying. To go and pass the exam. They eat. And then instead of you to tell them that the only way that you're going to pass the exam is to study and eat well, so that you can be able to absorb and what you have studied in order to pass the exam. But you told them to believe that in the name of Jesus or doing that
it will happen.
Jesus will do that. So now they did not eat. They went and prayed and fasted. And when they got to the hall, it's practical that you're going to fail. There's nothing Jesus will do for you.
Nothing.
There.
Nothing.
Because you do not do what is required. So now I asked them, why do you still need Jesus to fast or to pray? You don't need it because you know what you're supposed to do. He said, no, that is still need it. I said, no, you don't need it. Every other person who did not believe in Jesus, who just went and studied and ate, passed. So there's no essence of you believing in Jesus to pass your exam, because it's not happening, it's not even real. That the Jesus yourself even trying to propagate or preach or propagate to people, because you were born in Christian community. If you are from China or Singapore, you'll be talking about Jesus. You understand? So I'm telling you, we are doing something wonderful, and then it's
No, that's what I will never. I said that's why I said that. We are here to spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint. If I look at their face, I will stop posting. But I post like in Shelbogo every day because I know even the unborn generation will still read what I'm posting. So I'm not forcing anybody. I'm not saying, oh, how many, like now, will I say, oh, I need 500 people to be viewing this? It's, the highest I can get maybe only 10 people. I don't give a fuck about that. The main thing is, okay, even if it's one person that listens to it, the person will spread the knowledge also. That's how it goes. So that's why I'm asking our people, especially using the current events, things that are happening, to show them. You said there is God, but you cannot travel to your village freely as you used to. Huh? You said there is God. You are walking. What is that God doing for you? He said he gives you life. No. Life is not a gift. God did not give you life. Your parents had sense to have you. You are a food too. That's why animals will eat you, because you are food. You are not a spiritual being or spirit hanging anywhere. You are not a spirit having human experience. You are a human being, and you don't need any spiritual experience. You need reality, physical. Nature is physical. Nature is not spiritual. Nature is natural. But, they want us to give up. They will say like, yeah, we have seen your type. After they say, I will tell you what Christians that regretted at their deathbed too. They regretted that, they miss a lot of things in this life in the name of all this Jesus. Not even the dead one at deathbed. You can, if you see Christians, the way they dress will tell you they are regretting their life. Because they're trying to pretend like, no, let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I'm rich. Let the sick say I am healed. No, we can see you. That's why we feel we motivated as human beings to assist you. Not because of any God, but looking at you, I know you are hungry. I want to give you something to eat because I have. But your God cannot give to you. And they hate when you know the Bible. Because you want a Christian, so you're supposed to know the Bible. Especially somebody born in Anglican. Anybody born in Anglican in 70s, 80s, 60s, those people, they cram Bible, like they know Bible, what Bible say. It was the late Pope John Paul II. He was the one that lifted the ban from lay people from reading the Bible in Catholic Church. And that's when they came up with the Good News Translation. Okay, so, but apart from that, before, the only thing you see Catholic member preaching is bulletin. They don't know what Bible says, bulletin, or the priest said. That's why, you see, they molest our people in the village. Imagine a boy of 20-something years or 30-something years, because he's a reverend father. He's telling your mother, you older than him, but he's telling your mother how to live. Because your mother did not do the, he give her penance or paper. He will go and and then.
And our mothers and grandmother will be calling him daddy, father. Father who, somebody who does not have a wife.
No. So that's why I don't call them father like the one here in America. I call him one father. One father, never one father. One father. Because for you to be a father, you must have a child. It's not, you can't claim to be a father. It's natural. So, and I'm happy that our people are waking up, because when it comes to this waking up of a thing, we grow in knowledge. We don't say, oh, we know it all. We are not like Christians that said their God knows it all yet when they are ignorant. So we don't know it all yet because we're just waking up. So we have a lot of catching up to do. We are just waking up, but we haven't even united yet. We haven't even maybe wised up yet, like to build our own weapons so that we can stand and fight to recover our heritage, because we must fight to recover it. It's not something we preach to have. No, they want us to just talk, don't do anything. That's why when you tell your family the factual truth, they get upset, because if you tell them the factual truth, you have to follow it up. If I tell you there is no God, you say there is God. Then in your time of need, you come to me for help. I will tell you, no, God will help you.
I will direct you to God, to the one you were telling me.
Go to that God. Unless if you agree that God does. I'm telling you, okay, let me share this. My younger brother, right, after the COVID-19, right, and he hit, especially people suffered in Nigeria a lot. He came to me, I said, if you still believe in God, he told me, since this COVID-19, that I gave him money to start business with his wife. You see that? That was 2021. 2021 or 2022, after the COVID left, right? So even this last one I traveled, the car I was using in Nigeria, I gave it to him to start up business. I didn't say, oh, making account to me. Give me. No, I said, now you are a family man. Take care of your family. And he know that I hate anything religion. Because if you mention it, I caught it. It doesn't matter what I've done for you before. You said you believe in God, you believe in Jesus. I'm not forcing you to leave them. But I don't want to come between you and your God. I don't want to come between you and your Jesus. Okay, if they can help you, you don't need me. I'm not a mediator between you and God. I'm not a mediator between you and Jesus. So if your God really care about you, okay, let him provide for you. Because when you say somebody care about you, man, the person provide for you, maintain you, make sure your welfare everything is running. Look at what you mentioned about hospitals or what government provides in like South Africa, America, Europe, and all that. You don't see that in Nigeria. Not that the politicians enjoy it. The politicians enjoy it. Those corrupt companies, they enjoy it, like all those oil companies and all that. They enjoy these things. You see them travel abroad anyhow. But how about the majority, the masses, the poor masses? They are the ones suffering and are the ones fighting for this God. Do you think somebody working in an oil company will go out for evangelism? Huh? Have you seen any politician going out for evangelism? No.
They don't have that.
Unless they broke. That's the only time you will see them maybe coming like, okay, I'm this, no. But these people, they need to be hearing it. Whether they call you crazy, whether they attack you, they are bullshit. Even if you don't have money or you don't have anything, don't let them intimidate you. The only thing, if you cannot stand them, move away from them. But if you can stand them, stand Gidibam. Like I stand Gidibam against them. No, whether in a Nigeria, some of them may think, oh, they may deport you or something. Excuse me. Even if they deport me back to Nigeria, I will go back to my village. That's where I will relocate to. And I will make sure I do everything, farming, make sure I have food. With the knowledge I have now, I will not go anywhere and say I'm chasing money. Because I have land. I can cultivate, I can do whatever I need to do in that land to survive or to live. But they have taught us a way, like some people, they use education, politics, and the money to mess us up. We think now we cannot live without those things. Oh, you cannot live without God. You cannot live without government. But why would they not allow you to have your own government? Why would they not allow you to have your own God? Why would they not allow you to have your own money? Why? Because they enslave us and they create that slavery mentality in us. And we think, oh, without what they brought to us, we cannot survive. And they confuse us with like, oh, you guys used to have the one, but that one you had was worse. It was bad. Is this one now that is working? Eh? Your country is borrowing money from outside. When you people have natural resources there, yet no pastor, like you said. Have you seen the pastors, when they condemn politicians, they stand their ground? No, they do it in person. To confuse those members like, oh, no, the pastors are afraid of politicians because they know government can take them down.
They work hand in hand.
They work hand in hand. Because if they don't dump people down, politicians will not chop too. People will rise up against government, say, no, you guys have to provide this for us. Eh? So why should politicians living better than the citizens they claim they are serving? Just as pastors are living better than the sheep they claim they are serving. Eh? Servants living better than the master. Because the master is supposed to be the masters, not the politicians, not the clergymen or religious leaders. But today, still religious leaders, they are being respected more than everybody. Religious leaders, they are thieves, as you said. You are wearing colonial dressing, and they are respecting you. You think that's what. The day you will take it off, or maybe they find out you did something horrible, they don't take. They will deal with you. No, because they are like dogs and pigs. Okay, thank you, Chair. So I'm happy you came up with this idea, and it's nice. So we will continue anytime.
We're going to continue. Yeah, just the last one. Those Christians that sometimes want to import something in China. Imagine going to China to produce something or to buy one container from China company or country that does not believe in
God,
in that you're praying. You want God to guide a container that you bought from China who produces 1 million of that thing. They did not believe in that thing that you believed, but you think that is your God or Jesus that will make you now to bring that one out of 1 million these people have produced. I don't even know these people if they reason. I would like you're praying your God to, that you went and you got your goods from a country who produces billions of that thing that does not, you ask them who is Jesus, you say no, do you have sample of Jesus? I will make you 20, I will give you a sample, I will produce 20, you go and make one, you come. You say no, you're talking about Jesus that's somewhere in heaven. You say no, I thought you have business. So I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? So common sense sometimes is not common. That's why the Bible called them sheep and called the ones there, leader who eat them
shepherd.
Shepherd. You know that sheep eat grass, but shepherd eats the sheep.
Eat the sheep. You're right. That's why they go now. They tell them they pray for them to get visa. I think Fabragas mentioned that. Imagine you pray to get visa. My daughter shared with me. She said one of the reasons she believed there is God. He said her friend is a Yoruba woman. She said that I know when she went to American embassy, they denied her visa, and she got a revelation that the pastor tell her go again, they will give it to you. And she went, they give it to her. I said, but think now. So she to come to America. So let her see the vision to stay in her own country now and make it there. Eh? But no, you pray for you want to import goods from China. You went and give pastor money to pray for you so that your container will not the ship carrying your container will not capsize in the ocean. Or maybe you will not the custom will not seize your goods. You pray for all those things. So why can't even that God give you the brain to produce that in your land? Igbo people, that's what I used to say. You telling me now Igbo people going to China to import goods. What happened to Igbo made? But it's the same bullshit. They came and destroy us, and gradually our people begin to go down instead of coming up. But we are waking up again because we are reverting. We are, as Fabragas say it, the conversation, like the way they converted us, we are reverting back. We are going back to originality. Of course, those things will fall in place. Somebody like me, no. Last time I went village, I wanted to invest in agriculture. But the another thing, who you trust, the person I wanted to do it with, it's a minister. I told him it will not work. He came to people and they said, this thing will not work because you are still a pastor. Because it will not work. I know one time you may say, you're going for seminar, you're doing this. No, I want somebody that will be serious, no God, nothing. Just focus on what you are doing. I'm sure I said, I want somebody to be reeling like all this Igbo cow. He went and checked the prices about 900,000. I was ready to do, but I said, no. That thing keep coming to me. This person still believes in God. This person still believes in Jesus. You can see the poster of ministry in his house. No, I tell him like that, and that's how it is. I won't. The other person came to, but who will you trust? These people believe in God. They cannot even do business with you and be straightforward. They will try to mess it up, because when problem comes, they will use the money business to solve that problem. And they'll begin to tell you stories. What will you do? Nothing. You want to lock them up. After they will come beg you, please let them go. It's money now. He will pay. He will pay. He will pay. Okay, why can't their God supply their need? Africans, wake up. No God is solving your problem. No spirit is solving your problem. No ancestor is solving your problem. You are the ones that can solve your problems, Africans. So that we start being a laughing stock in the whole world. The reason why black people are suffering all over the world, because there is no nation called Africa yet. There's no nation controlled by Africa, even in Africa, no nation. The day we will have even one nation in Africa, one nation standing, have their nuclear weapon, they are not depending on Russia, they are not depending on America, they are not depending on China, they are not depending on Europe. They will begin to respect black people. I have the video. After my experience in France, when I saw their airport, after leaving Lagos airport, saw France airport. I live in America now, with American airport. Man, I don't know when I started crying watching Black Panther. I started crying. I have the video. I will still share it. Crying, and the thing just came. He said, "We are nature." I said, "Why are we suffering when these people that learn from us, these people that colonize us, are living better than us? Look at how their airport is. Look at our own airport. People having bad things to say about Nigeria airport today. How, this thing has been happening before I was born, and it's still happening till today. You go to Nigeria airport, you see people feed their beggars, all of them, both custom officers, inside and outside airport, all of them begging for money. Even when you are leaving again to travel back to America or to Europe or where you're living, they still want you to give them money. Despite the ones you already spent, but our people supposed to think. That's why the woman that I have issue with in Nigeria airport, I was shouting it. She's a very stupid woman. They are evil. That is because she wears skirt, and I know jewelry. I know she's a religious person. Everybody was looking. I remember.
She was your former colleague.
Yeah, remember they know, as they will say, my fate was in her hand. In other words, she's the one that will book another flight for me. But I don't care because I have the money. I can book another flight I want. Then my agent will refund me, whether they like it or not, because I'm an American citizen. So I didn't care. She later did what she's supposed to do. I bought my flight and leave. So these things, our people need to see that we are serious. It's not something you just talk. When you go back to your family, how do you relate with them? Do you still relate with them hypocrite, with all those family, what do they call it again, mentality or the opinion, this is your mother, it's your father, they are your blood. Okay, then tell them the truth. Tell your blood the truth. If you care about them, tell them the truth and stand by it. When they say there is healing power in the name of Jesus, they are sick, you are bringing money for them to go to hospital. You are agreeing with them that they are hypocrites and you are supporting them. So why not tell them, no, there's no healing power in the name of Jesus, except when you take care of yourself, take medicine or go to hospital. So you have to deny Jesus. It is God. God works in a mysterious way. He works that way. When I go to hospital, it is God that is ministering to me. When I go to doctor, when I take medicine, that's the way of God ministering. No. God's supposed to minister to you directly. If there is God, God's supposed to care about you directly.
Miracle healing and all that. The one with the
no. Our people, and that's why the politicians and the religious leaders are happy, because people still believe When people begin to know, for example, you and I, Anglican before Anglicans, Anglican church don't get our dime anymore. So he won't tell me now, send it to my, I know if I send money to my mother, she will go to church and give offering and tithe. You can't tell her, don't do that. But they want to know. Huh?
Sorry, I think I'm like you somehow, like in almost that, we got that, similarities and all that. I tell you, if I give you money and you go to church and you're giving offering, the money that you know that Jesus not give me, you're not going to get 1 cent from me again because you are using that. I'm not supposed to be the one to give you money to go and give your God. The God did not give me the money. So if you give my 100 naira to church, you are using that because I'm trying to make you understand that it's still okay. You can still go to your church or whatever. I'm not stopping you. But know that the one I have that I extended to you did not come from Jesus. So do not give that money to, because if you do it, you think that me that is giving you that I'm stupid. So I will stop giving it. So that you go collect it from the one you believe that does that for you. Very simple.
Okay, so another thing, I don't know if you have time to stay or you want to go. You can leave if you want to leave it. This Christian barrier, huh? You say what?
Yeah, 10 minutes,
Okay, so like this Christian barrier and the double standards they have, like mixing tradition and Christianity together, that's how they call it. Because the way now they do burial is a shameful thing that even poor families, follow this Christian burial that when somebody died, they have to sell land to raise money to do burial. Because part of that money, at least they will give money to bishop or the priest or the pastor that came and do the burial. Why there is omonna? Because where you have kinsmen, it's their duty when you die for them to say this is when you should be buried. And in Igboland, we don't put dead body in a mortuary or morgue. We don't. But today, many people are doing that, and we think it's the normal way. People buying expensive coffin to bury dead body in the ground. Selling the land to do all that or taxing people. My father dies, they tax people. This one bring 100,000, this one bring 50. Even one of my younger brothers has to go borrow money to contribute. Borrow money to contribute. Somebody that is struggling. So it's not nice what our people are doing, what Christians are doing in African families. Somebody died, they are the one that will give you date when you will bury your dead. You don't supposed to. Even there, Jesus in the Bible said, let the dead bury the dead. So if somebody dies, bury the person. Why are you putting the person in the mortuary? For you to come and show you putting the person in Western way. Ambulance will bring the person in. Think about it. You spend money to put that dead body in the mortuary. You spend money to buy coffin. Huge money. You even pay for the ambulance that will carry dead body. Dead body, my people. This is dead body. Okay, when my father died, this is how they transported the dead body from Onitsha to Umuchu. They put him in the middle of the car. 2 persons sit side by side. In the car. You see, simple like that. Instead of buying coffin. That's the same way. Why are you spending money, especially that extravagantly, when you have people struggling in your family? But when it comes to burial, you say you are doing it to give befitting burial, so that you will not be, your family will not be ashamed, or they will not say your family is not doing well. Fuck all that. Even when somebody died, it's not supposed to be something like everybody should know like that. Just bury the person. Then if somebody comes around, I was listening to Pericoma. He said when they tell him to go to, I think Nobi, right? To meet a native doctor there, right? So when he was going, so, but I see when he was going there, they tell him that man is late. You see that? If it were today, wherever you are, we know that that man has died. They do the burial, they put all those big banner, you know, picture everywhere. It wasn't like that before, and people were living their life as they're supposed to. But today, burial, double standard everywhere. They are trying to mix tradition and Christianity, which I call a dangerous or deadly mixture, destroying people. And you see people telling you, oh, it's family issue, keep it in the family. No. A family issue is us. We are the ones suffering it. We are the ones experiencing it. So why are we keeping it quiet? You come online to do happy birthday, but you cannot come and share what is going on, what you are suffering. You do wedding, you come and smile like this for everybody to see. But when your husband is suppressing you or your wife is suppressing you, you keep mouth shut. You say, no, keep it in the family. Then keep everything you are doing in the family. Why are you coming on?
Keep them. If you cannot say everything, then you keep all of them there. You're right.
Nobody care to know unless you say it. So keep it to yourself. Then if I'm out to say my own, don't tell me, no. It's not supposed to be public. Why?
Hypocrisy. We don't like that too, you know. We don't like the honesty or how life's supposed to be. But then we that narrative, we're changing it. I'm happy we're changing it because it's on our time and we're doing it right. Thank you, wonderful.
All right, man. Thank you very much.
We'll do it again. Enjoy.
Okay. So this issue happening in Igboland, where people are the ones that build things, but they give the glory to imaginary being. People are the ones that build, but they give the glory to God because they taught them to do so. How about Christians persecuting their traditional brethren and not even practicing African spirituality or what they call Omenani or Ordinary religion? Like I don't practice that. But do you know, just because I said there is no God, no longer a Christian, they think that's what I'm doing. Or because I wear this, you know, they think, oh, I am this, I'm that. And that's why when I would travel to village, they thought I came with some charms. That's why kidnappers cannot kidnap me. I said, so if it works, I will use it. Anything that works, I will use it. If I can see medicine that will make me to disappear and appear, I will use it. If I see the one that will make, if you shoot me, it will not penetrate, you cut me, it will not penetrate, I will use it. I'm telling you the truth. But where can you find those things? Where can you find those things? They are fake, you see all over. How do you know they are fake if money is involved? When you come to real African stuff, money is not involved. Money is not involved. Look at what they ask you to bring. Those things will teach you what it is. But they must ask money because it's no longer as it used to be. Before, the native doctors or Africans, they don't ask you for money before they treat you or do anything. No, they do it. They tell you whatever you have to show appreciation. When you get well or when that thing work, come. But today, wow, money rituals, that's the main thing we want. Why are we doing money rituals when we're supposed to be doing mental rituals or scientific rituals? Inventing something, you know, coming up with great ideas and bring it into reality. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So for those of you in such family, in Christian family or Muslim family, where they are persecuting you, don't give in to them. They are ignorant. You are not ignorant. They don't know better. You know better. They are not better than you. You are better than them. They are not greater than you. You are greater than them. If you say you are poor, you don't have something doing. Come on, go move. Go look for something doing. Don't depend on anyone. Oh, send me money. Give me money. Do you know? Go and survive yourself. Since they abandon you, don't abandon yourself. Live your life. Before I came to America, I relocated back to my village maybe 2 or 3 times as an adult, not as a child. depending on his parents. No, I relocated back. But here, see where I am today. Whatever you are, take care of yourself. It's when you depend on them or when they think you need them, that's when they begin to badmouth you anyhow. But you see, my family members badmouthed me. I went and I have been showing them, and I will continue showing them until they wake up that whatever they think they can do to me, I will do more to them. I don't forgive. I don't forget because I'm African. In Africa, in the real African, or in the antiquity, or in the ancient time, Africans practice justice, fairness, and equity or equality. That's what Africans practice. Any other belief you have is bullshit. When you do what is wrong, you face the consequences. Even if they forgive you, you still have to face the consequences. That's how it's supposed to be. So tomorrow, before you speak to somebody, you think. Before you do anything, you think. Because you are not a robot. You have your brain. And don't say somebody led you to do that. You're responsible for your action. Wake up and live humanly. Trust everything belief system and enjoy your life. See, life is great. Enjoy it. God